Creatures that don't belong.
What the f*** is that? And its face is all bloody.
Sights that defy explanation.
I don't know where it came from.
And rituals unlike anything seen before. In today's video, we'll explore a collection of bizarre, mysterious, and unexplainable moments that are anything but normal.
What the f*** is that?
I don't like that. What is it? It's going for a long time.
On July 2nd, 2025, in Alberta, Canada, farmers filmed a glowing sphere hovering above the tree line. Unlike lightning or lanterns, it stayed steady, radiating a constant, controlled light. Suddenly, in one sharp motion, the sphere divided into 3 smaller orbs. Each moved away in different directions before vanishing into the sky. Locals dismissed the ball lightning explanation, calling it coordinated technology. UFO researchers described it as a scout release, where a larger craft deploys smaller units for surveillance. Many believe Alberta witnessed genuine extraterrestrial activity that night.
I was glad it was far away from our house, though, because I don't think I'd want to get near that, because that's a lot of power in there.
Angel or what? In Texas, people looked up and saw what they believed was a miracle. One of them caught this on camera and posted it online. High above, a glowing humanoid figure with wings hovered in the sky. People believed in witnessing a divine presence. For many, it was a sign of protection, an angel sent from above, reminding people that they are never alone. Others connected it to the return of Jesus, interpreting the figure as a symbol of faith and hope. Whether miracle or messenger, that day the skies of Texas felt touched by something far greater than us. Portal or glitch. In a remote forest in Idaho, an environmentalist was tracking unusual heat signals when he found something beyond explanation. Hovering above the ground was a glowing, star-shaped formation, bending light as if space itself was folding. He was unable to go closer because of the object's radiation, yet it stayed perfectly still. Locals later claimed this was no natural phenomenon, but the opening of a portal, hidden deep where no one usually goes. After that day, the man was never seen again. Only his abandoned equipment was found, as if he had walked straight into another world. Bowl cloud. China is often linked with mysterious sky experiments and unusual aerial sightings, and one evening, people thought they were witnessing exactly that. Above a city skyline, an enormous golden bowl-shaped cloud hovered like a glowing dome. Its edges shone bright, while the upper half was tinted pink, almost as if it had been sculpted into the sky. Many assumed it was another one of China's secret projects, but meteorologists soon debunked the idea, explaining it was simply another rare lenticular cloud. This time, it wasn't technology or experiments. Nature itself had put on the show. Giant dog.
Wow.
In Mexico, a man posted a video that left even experts baffled. It showed the man calmly petting a dog, but this one was far from normal. The dog was huge, its head nearly leveled with the man's face, even while standing on all fours. It looked strange with long limbs and a bulky body. The man appeared unfazed, speaking to it as if it was a regular pet. Online, viewers debated fiercely whether it was edited footage or something real, but a former scientist claimed such animals had been bred in a secret experimental lab in Mexico. Without more evidence, many lean toward man-made hybrid creation. Hanging shape. While out for a walk, a couple spotted a mysterious sight that left them speechless. They saw a massive, dark shape suspended in the sky of Canada. It didn't drift or fade. It just hung there, solid and perfectly still.
Wait a minute.
Dude, wait a minute.
It's not even moving.
What the f*** is that?
Excited, the couple started calling it a UFO, pointing out the strange, smooth edges and symmetrical form. They shared it online, leading to speculation about extraterrestrial visitors, until an atmospheric expert stepped in and said it was a lenticular cloud, a rare cloud formation that can mimic the look of a classic UFO due to its lens-like shape. Even knowing the explanation, the footage still carries that strange, otherworldly quality that makes the mind wander.
I don't like that.
That is weird.
Night mystery. In Michigan, a farmer's nighttime recording revealed something extraordinary unfolding in his field. The footage showed a perfect circle forming in the fields. The eerie precision of the circle looked less like nature and more like the landing imprint of a UFO preparing to descend. But before the moment could unfold completely, the footage cut off abruptly. Whether the craft actually landed or disappeared unnoticed is still unknown. All that was left behind was a perfect circle, a silent sign that something might have been there. Strange sighting.
So my son and I are driving, and this is what we see in the sky.
While driving along a road, a driver spotted something unusual in the clear sky, a mysterious band of red, yellow, and blue. At first, she thought it was a rainbow, but its shape was different. Instead of arching across the sky, it looked like a streak of rainbow colors falling straight down. The video quickly spread across the internet. But before wild theories could take over, scientists explained it as a rare phenomenon called a circumhorizontal arc. This occurs when sunlight passes through ice crystals at just the right angle. So, the next time you see something strange in the sky, remember, sometimes even the most mysterious sights have a scientific explanation.
Like, there's nothing else around. I don't know where it came from.
Mysterious visitor.
What the is that? Seriously.
In Pueblo, Colorado, a woman stepped outside and locked eyes with something she couldn't explain. It was this humanoid figure with an eerie, hairy head that stood just beyond her yard with movements that seemed unnatural. She froze, holding her phone to record as it tilted its head in her direction. Seconds later, it turned and slipped into the dark. Theories ranged from a legendary skinwalker to a chupacabra. The woman said she had no idea what it was. She explained that if she had known, she would never have stepped outside at night. After that incident, she stopped going out alone.
It's not a raccoon, and I saw its face. It's like all bloody.
Strange moose. This boatman on a river spotted something no one could believe. He caught a moose, but not any normal one. This moose was running on water. Not just a few leaps. It appeared to sprint across the river's surface like solid ground. For several seconds, it kept its pace before disappearing into the waves. Folks said it must have been running through a shallow area, and others claimed it was a camera trick. But there was a group of viewers who believed that sometimes nature allows brief, impossible moments that defy what we know about the world. Vanishing explorer. Deep inside the Amazon rainforest, an explorer stumbled upon a strange stone structure. The underground structure had a narrow doorway, and through the cracks, a deep orange glow could be seen. There were rumors of the gate to hell that had long circled among the locals, warning travelers to never step too close. Moments after recording, the man vanished from the area and was never seen again. Researchers said the glow could have been from minerals or volcanic vents, but those who lived nearby insisted the jungle guards its secrets fiercely. To them, anyone who entered that place was crossing a boundary not meant to be crossed, and it might be the reason for the man's disappearance. Unknown ritual. In a remote African village, people gathered around what appeared to be a lifeless gorilla until something extraordinary happened. A man lay on it and started moving erratically in almost trance-like motions. Moments later, he stood and circled the gorilla. The crowd was recording the sight. And then suddenly, the gorilla moved. Within minutes, it was on its feet, moving as if the ritual was to bring it back to life. Viewers connected this strange revival to old beliefs of African tribes like the Azande, who speak of Mangu, a hidden power said to bring illness, fortune, or even life. Whether this was witchcraft, a cultural ceremony, or something science has yet to explain, the video left viewers speechless. Unknown creature. A day at the Naples, Florida shoreline turned strange when a man spotted something moving beneath the waves. From the surface, only a fin-like attachment was visible, yet it was unlike any dolphin or shark fin. The edges were irregular, almost frilled. It glided forward in waving movements, and then disappeared from the view. No diver, no fisherman, and no camera ever caught more than that brief glimpse. And with no clear footage, experts were confused about what it was, but viewers connected it to Leviathan, a sea creature so massive and terrifying that it was believed to rise near the end of days. Watching that strange fin disappear, some couldn't shake the thought, what if the ocean had just given a warning of an ending world? Frozen guests. For years, conspiracy theorists have claimed that some political gatherings are linked to otherworldly forces. These suspicions grew stronger when a blurry video from one of Trump's meetings appeared online. The camera briefly captured figures in the crowd who didn't seem entirely human. A figure with an eagle head and body of a man stood out. For several seconds, they all stood still, frozen in time, before suddenly moving again. Strangely, the Eagle Man vanished completely. Skeptics dismissed it as a distortion, but conspiracists said that in ancient Egypt, eagle-headed deities were worshipped as sky gods. This might be a symbolic presence, linking modern politics with the same gods humanity once bowed to thousands of years ago. Stationary sphere. In Pico de Orizaba, Mexico, a man was driving back home when he captured something strange. He filmed a glowing sphere suspended high above the mountain. Unlike a drone or balloon, it stayed perfectly still, radiating a soft light even as thin clouds passed behind it. For minutes, it stayed there with its smooth edges and unnatural glow. Then, as the cloud cover thickened, the sphere dimmed and seemed to dissolve into the air, as if it had never been there. Many dismissed it as a reflection, but the man believed that it was no object at all, but the brief opening of a hidden portal. What do you guys think? Share below. River entity. On the Chao Phraya River in Thailand, a casual boat ride turned into a sighting that fueled an old belief that dragons may one day return. Passengers were filming the passing scenery when a large creature appeared floating on the water. It had a crocodile-like snout with a big sail-like attachment on its back. Excited witnesses started calling it the mythical Naga, the powerful water serpent said to dwell in Southeast Asian rivers and appear as an omen of change. But when the footage went viral online, viewers said it resembled a Spinosaurus. Whether ancient reptile or river spirit, the Chao Phraya showed its secret that day. Unexpected burst. Imagine walking up to an ATM for cash, and instead, the ground beneath it starts pouring out black gold. Something similar happened to this man while he was at the ATM. A dark, viscous liquid started seeping out from a crack in the pavement. He did not look shocked, as if it was a normal thing for him. When the clip made its way online, people joked that this ATM dispenses not just money, but oil as well. While some tried to spin it into a mystery, the man explained that the region was above one of the largest and oldest oil fields in the Middle East, where natural cracks sometimes allow crude oil to reach the surface. Praying dog. Inside a church in Argentina, a moment was captured that felt almost sacred. A dog wandered in and began growling in front of the Virgin Mary statue. For a moment, it even looked as if the dog was praying. Then it quietly sat down, staring at the statue in a strange, almost reverent way, and started barking again. Locals recognized the dog as Euphrates, who was known to visit the church often. Many believe that at that moment, he was asking the Virgin Mary to protect all the stray animals in the world. Floating branch. What would you do if you saw gravity simply stop working? A man experienced this while he was in a botanical garden in Pennsylvania. A branch appeared to hang in midair without touching anything. It was rotating in the air, with a bird sitting on top, perfectly balanced. There were no wires, no strings, and no visible support in sight. The man walked around it, filming from every angle. Yet the illusion remained intact. He was sure he'd just seen a glitch in reality. Can any of you explain this? Frozen man.
What the f***? Many people just don't give What is he doing?
In England, a woman filming the weather caught something eerie. She saw a man completely frozen. He stood motionless on the roadside. People passed by him. Cars drove within inches of his body. Yet he didn't flinch or blink. It was as if time had stopped only for him. Maybe it was an elaborate prank, or maybe he was lost in deep thought. But for those who saw the clip, it looked like watching a real-life glitch in the Matrix that was caught on camera.
He's on AFK. Whoever the f was controlling him.
Glowing pit. At a construction site, workers found a pit unlike anything they'd ever seen. A faint but strange light came from deep inside, illuminating the soil around it. Even when workers shoveled mud into the hole, the glow kept shining through, almost as if it couldn't be covered. They believed it was caused by buried equipment or minerals, but netizens were quick to call it a natural portal to somewhere unknown. Whatever it was, that glow refused to be buried. Hanging pillar. In Andhra Pradesh, India, one temple hid a secret that defied gravity itself. At the Veerbhadra temple, visitors were seen sliding a cloth under a massive stone pillar, and it passed through easily. The base never touched the ground. The temple priest said that it had been this way for centuries, with no visible support keeping it in place. Skeptics credit ancient engineering far beyond its time. But believers said the temple's builders were not from this world. They knew the technology we are yet to discover. Whatever the reason, the pillar continues to hang, and no one dares disturb it again. Weird mirror. A man standing in front of his mirror noticed an unsettling thing. His shoe, placed right in front of it, wasn't reflecting the way it should. Instead of mirroring back, it looked like the shoe was sitting inside the glass itself, as if belonging to another side. Curious, he tested it by placing his foot near the shoe. His foot reflected normally, but the shoe stayed locked in that strange position. Some believe this wasn't a faulty mirror at all, but rather a glimpse into a parallel world, or maybe a weird glitch. What do you guys think of it? Red rain. In March 2025, the skies over Hormuz Island in Iran turned a strange, deep red. Video showed rainwater flowing down the mountain, but instead of looking clear, it appeared blood red. Locals were shocked as the whole sky seemed to glow with the same color. Online, people quickly connected the event to old prophecies about water turning red. References to the Bible, including Exodus 7:17 and Revelation 16:4, were often mentioned, giving the event a spiritual meaning. With rising tensions in the region, many felt the timing and place were too symbolic to ignore. Whether it was a natural phenomenon or something more mysterious, the blood rain left a lasting impact on everyone who witnessed it. winged find.
I don't know what the hell that is. Like, I don't think frogs have wings.
An archaeologist was deep in the forest searching for buried relics, but what he found had nothing to do with the past. He found a small creature and put it on the hood of his car. At first glance, it looked like a frog, but then he noticed leaf-like wings on its back and a tail. He gently flipped it over, hoping to identify it, but the upper body didn't match any known species. The man thought it was a real fairy, but experts did not agree and called it a failed bio-experiment, dumped and forgotten. It was believed that the deep forest zones like this one hide remnants of secret labs where hybrids were made, and this one may have escaped.
I mean, I don't know. What the hell is that? It's weird.
Gold in Euphrates. As the Euphrates River receded near Raqqa, Syria, an unexplained incident happened. Locals pulled golden nuggets from its shallow waters, convinced it was real gold. What made the sight more disturbing was an ancient prophecy tied to the river. It foretold that once the Euphrates dries, a mountain of gold will appear, marking the approach of the world's final days. Now, with the river shrinking and treasure glimmering in it, many believe this to be a warning. If the prophecy is true, the discovery of this gold may not be a blessing, but the beginning of the end.
Gold will be uncovered eventually when the Euphrates River dries up.
After effects. After a powerful incident struck Russia, unusual footage from the ocean began to circulate. This showed dark, human-like forms rising from the water, with heads and shoulders visible before they slipped beneath the waves. Though brief, the figures looked nothing like ordinary swimmers or sea animals. For many, it is tied directly to an old prophecy that speaks of unknown creatures surfacing from the oceans as a sign of the world nearing its end. Whether these beings were mermaids, sea spirits, or something unrecorded by science, their sudden appearance stirred fear that the waters themselves were revealing secrets meant only for the final days. Mysterious creature. A Mexican fisherman's routine catch turned strange when one fish didn't look or move like the others. It was a creature shaped like a tiny catfish, but its upper body had two crab-like claws. The fisherman put it down on the ground where it moved awkwardly, struggling outside the water. Locals were convinced it was a hybrid creature, while folks laughed it off as an elaborate prank. No one was sure if it was a real mutation or staged oddity. What do you say? Drop your comments below. Water shadow. Near an Indonesian island, a boatman was filming the sunset when something unexpected entered the frame. It was a long, dark shape that was moving in a waving motion. Its size was impossible to judge, but it did not look like any known marine animal. Before he could capture more, the figure disappeared behind the trees and never returned, and the way it moved left no doubt that this wasn't an illusion. The man believed that it was linked to tales of Nabao, a serpent-like creature said to guard sacred water bodies. Some even went as far as calling it the Leviathan, yet to this day, no one truly knows what it really was. Potato entity.
Oh my god, I've never seen anything like it. Disgusting.
In Portsmouth, England, a woman checked her ant trap, but found something far stranger than ants. Inside it was a small, fleshy shape, writhing slowly as if alive. The woman called it a potato creature, which looked like the result of a failed scientific experiment. The day it was filmed, a total lunar eclipse hung in the sky, a celestial event once linked in folklore to monsters and strange beings stepping into our world. The video was posted online, but no one has confirmed exactly what it was. An unusual insect cluster, a parasite nest, or something else entirely. For many, its appearance on a night of cosmic alignment only deepened the mystery. Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.